Today we're diving into the evolution of Rocket League. Now it went from an indie car game to a global eSports phenomenon. This game has had a wild ride since 2015, so let's break it all down. Forgive me for sounding weird, I'm ill at the minute. Before that though, 99.7% of viewers aren't subscribed, so check that you are now. It means a lot. And comment what I should do a documentary on next. Enjoy the video. Let's rewind to 2015. Rocket League wasn't some big blockbuster like it is today. It was actually a sequel to a game with possibly the worst name in gaming history. Supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars. You can actually still get the loading screen up for it on your Rocket League game. I'll put the cheat code on screen now. Anyways, Psyonix, which is the indie studio behind the game, took all the mechanics and simplified the gameplay from their Supersonic game and launched Rocket League on July 7th, 2015. At launch, the game was pretty basic. No major mechanics, no esports scene, just a little fun car soccer game, and it had a small yet passionate player base. That being said, the game did have two things working for it: fluid mechanics and a free PlayStation Plus release. That was huge for the game. Tons of PlayStation players downloaded it, with streamers even picking it up. And suddenly Rocket League was blowing up. Fast forward to 2016/2017, and Rocket League was getting serious. Psyonix started adding new features like customizable cars, crates, aka loot boxes which aren't in the game anymore, and new game modes like Rumble and Drop Shot. Oh, and let's not forget, this is the era that the esports scene really took off. The first Rocket League Championship Series, or RLCS, happened in 2016, with a prize pool of 55 grand. Compare that to today's prize pools, it looks tiny. But back then it was massive for a, quote, casual game. By 2018, RLCS was offering $1 million in prizes, and the competition was stacked. You had teams like Dignitas, Cloud9 and NRG going head to head, setting the stage for what was to come. Players started discovering insane mechanics like flip resets, air dribbles and musty flicks, stuff that wasn't even intentional at launch, but had become essential for high level gameplay. Fast forward to today, and if you're not flipping off the ceiling like a lunatic, you're probably getting dunked on. One of the biggest turning points was the Justin "This is Rocket League" moment in RLCS Season 5. That overtime goal, that was when the world realised that Rocket League wasn't just a fun indie game, it was an esports with legendary moments. Now let's talk about one of the biggest game changers, Rocket League going free to play in 2020. Before that it was a paid game, but when Epic Games bought Psyonix, they made a massive move and scrapped the price tag and didn't give any of the OGs anything for buying the game, which I thought was a bit dumb. They also added a new tournament system and revamped the rank system. Speaking of Epic Games, this is when we start getting some wild crossovers, with Batman being the first one, but we've also had things like F1 cars and even Fortnite collaborations, mainly in Fortnite. They turned Rocket League into this huge interconnected gaming-verse. I wonder why. Money! Either way, player numbers skyrocketed. So where is Rocket League now? Well, the esports scene is bigger than ever. RLCS has expanded to include open qualifiers, international majors and a multi-million-dollar prize pool. Plus, we're getting more regions competing. Places like Middle East and North Africa now have teams dominating international events. Let's also not forget the 1v1 World Championship that's coming up. This is going to be a huge shake-up in the competitive scene, since Rocket League has mostly been a 3v3 focused esport. So what's next? Well, we've got Rocket Racing, which launched in Fortnite in 2023, bringing Rocket League's mechanics to a brand new genre. We might even see a full-blown Rocket League 2 in the future, but who knows? One thing for sure is that Rocket League is still evolving, and it's not slowing down anytime soon, even though I'm sure people would disagree and say the game's dying. Anyway, that's the evolution of Rocket League, from a tiny indie title to a global esports powerhouse. Let me know what you think is the biggest change in the Rocket League history, and hey, if you like the video, drop a like, subscribe and comment what I should do a documentary on next. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.